before the talking is out the window and we're ready to play?
No, not really, Gabe. I think, we spoke briefly. Not a whole lot of outside factors playing today into this game. I sense a friendly environment between both teams. So I hope that gives confidence to our, to the players to just, go out there and perform the best of their ability. We have a decent crowd out here today, nice weather, everything is collaborating for them to perform. So that's what I'm hoping to see today, a good game, executing game plans, playing well, keeping the ball, producing some nice moments for us to enjoy it.
The officials and captains in the center of your screen there. Chattanooga Football Club wearing white unis today. Albion, San Diego, the powder blue. They'll be to the right side of your screen for kickoff. Chattanooga will be to the left side of your screen. Just a reminder, visit cfctix.com to get tickets to upcoming Chattanooga Football Club contests here in Finley Stadium, including the doubleheader on Saturday, both the women and the men playing.
I know. Looking forward for the weekend already. It's going to be a fun one to be involved here and checking out two games, can you ask for anything better on a Saturday afternoon, evening? I don't think so.
A little bit of sunshine, a little breeze. It'll be a perfect day for soccer.
Oh, yeah.
Chattanooga Football Club named the Club of the Month in the National Independent Soccer Association for April. Jean Antoine, the first goalkeeper to be named Player of the Month. He's the defending holder of the Golden Glove Award, started the season with 4 clean sheets over 4 April starts. Pretty unbelievable achievement. We'll be watching to see how he performs here at home today.
Yeah, I mean, everyone I think has been impressed with him, with his performances. He seemed to be very well adapted to the team, to this new environment that he's in. We're just glad to have a goalkeeper on his level, wearing our colors.
Both clubs huddle up on the pitch prior to kickoff. Those final precious moments before a flurry of action. Albion San Diego will kick off. We are underway. Kickoff all the way back to Roach, who arcs this up the pitch. Albion controls it along the touchline, back near the midfield stripe. A battle for the football. Quick pass is deflected away and rolls over the edge of the pitch. Chattanooga will throw in. Richard Dixon controls this. A pass up the pitch, deflected off of the leg of Mendoza. Albion San Diego trying to take back over with the football, and here they will.
Quick to notice here, Gabe, a high line from San Diego, pushing a lot of numbers forward. We'll see how CFC behave by, understanding those types of position and strategy from San Diego.
Chattanooga enjoying the home crowd, home stadium. Quite an advantage in NISA to have a crowd like the Chattahooligans. Awape controls this to Stripling. Guided back to him. Along the edge of the field. 2 quick passes beyond the reach of Dixon. Now gathered up. Chattanooga. Onside. Near the edge of the 18. Beto pursuing this and taken away. Ronaldo Pineda gets the steal. San Diego, quick pass deflected away. Back to Chattanooga, Nagelstad. Through the edge of the box, here's a shot and deflected wide left by Roach.
Gabe, just as I mentioned, that San Diego was pushing a line, they immediately dropped, holding a more defensive shape. And then we're able to play through a little bit. The ball start bouncing in front of our box. McGrath understands that and feeds Naglestad quickly, which is what we want. And we almost ended up scoring an early goal.
Battle for the ball along the sideline. Chattanooga will throw in again. Pressure coming. Albion looking for the takeaway. A few passes away from the likes of Mendoza as Chattanooga resets. On the backside, CFC, Prepelica with it. Prepelica, another key piece for Chattanooga this season, and he has become a star in the NISA overnight.
Yeah, he's been really impressive on that back line. Definitely a player with so much experience. And we can see that, already on his first couple of appearances for CFC.
Long feed along the touchline into the channel, cleared away. Chattanooga working to control this as Mendoza is there. Back to Prepelica. Anatoli, a long pass, up the pitch, towards the wing, controlled, and the shot goes high.
A beautiful ball right there from Prepelica, and Louis, good run in behind, expecting a better finish next time, but definitely nice to see those chances coming in early.
Juan Louis turning up the heat here in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh yeah, he's keeping San Diego on their toes for sure. High press from CFC.
On the back, Albion strings a couple of passes together. Now here's an arc up the pitch by Gabarra. On the far side, Chattanooga with a tackle and the takeaway. CFC through the center. Dribbling here, Deaking, didn't like the look. Chattanooga will bide their time putting something together as Stripling sends this all the way back to Prepelica. Mendoza bringing a lot of pressure on the far side of the pitch. One of the rising stars for Albion this season, the 17-year-old came through the academy system, got his first start in the team's 1-0 victory over Gold Star FC Detroit back on May 7th. Here's the whistle.
Some nice press from CFC. The call from the referee there. Not so sure if I agree with them, but it's nice to see that we're engaging together. I want to see from CFC the moments of pressure we got to do as a team instead of more than, individual efforts in isolated parts of the field.
Albion will throw in. Klazewski. A long toss up the pitch. Taken in by Chattanooga. Two defenders collide. Stripling now gathers this. Pressure from behind. Could be a bit of trouble for CFC. In a horseshoe shape and a long pass up the pitch. This is Mawape. He blows the tire and goes down as the flag comes up.
It's a nice ball from Stripling down the line. He placed it well. The timing of the run was also pretty good from Mumu. He got caught, definitely a foul. The referee got to keep an eye on for those types of aggression from San Diego. That wouldn't be, too much for a yellow. I thought it was maybe a call for a yellow card.
Bedoya and Mawape collided. Now McGrath and Mawape to take it this. Mawape gently starts this. Floated inside. Here's a shot. Goes wide left.
Yeah, that was definitely something they had drawn out before. They probably practiced that play, and they executed well. Just the finish of McGrath wasn't so good, but it was nicely put together by both of them.
A clean sheet here in Chattanooga. Mawape down in the channel near the touchline. Doesn't like the pressure. A quick give. Back to Richard Dixon. Dixon all the way back to Prepelica. near the center circle. Here's the long ball, far side, looking for Louis and headed away.
Prepelica hit those balls pretty well. He's pretty comfortable hitting that, what we call a diag, or a diagonal long pass. Unfortunately, this time the ball didn't make it all the way to Louis, but it's definitely noticeable how comfortable he is, with that sort of pass.
Chattanooga. Here's the throw in. Towards the front of the net, into the penalty box. This one headed out of play.
The long throw aiming Prepelica, it was a little long for him, but it was nice executed. Just, missed him a couple of feet there.
McGrath now with a corner kick. Chattanooga loading up the box out front. Here's the delivery, winding towards the net and headed away again by Albion San Diego. Dixon floats this back inside near the wing. McGrath trying to keep it down low and tight. Prepelica in pursuit and a big collision there. Going down hard to the turf.
Yeah, Prepelica got to be careful with those types of play. He stopped an attack from San Diego. It's early on the game. He's definitely somebody we don't need to be, on the book right now by the referee. Luckily, I think it's just a caution. But, he's got to be careful with that type of play.
Sosa checking on his teammates, still slow to rise. Went down hard on the AstroTurf. He's up and at him. Mendoza looks to be okay. Albion San Diego. Back to work offensively. All the way back to Roach. He's feeling the pressure as he passes this away to the far end of the pitch.
Yeah, he did well with the ball there, the goalkeeper, for sure.
Long pass, Chattanooga tracking this on the wing, and it'll go out of play.
Yeah, tricky ball play to him, San Diego's keeper, but he dealt with it pretty well.
Albion San Diego all the way back to Roach. Roach flipped up to Patty. Patty over the midfield stripe, the give. Back across to Gabara. San Diego feeling out the defense of Chattanooga in the middle third. Here's a long pass. Onside, now down to the close wing. Deking and trying to get around the defender. Mwape shuts him down as the ball rolls out of play over the goal line.
Yeah, San Diego being able to play through CFC's press, finding some open players there in attack. Luckily, nothing more dangerous than a corner came out of it, but for sure something CFC needs to be aware of, being open and exposed like this.
Chattanooga Football Club, 2 scoring chances early today. Still a clean sheet here in the Scenic City. Now the corner kick for Albion San Diego, delivered perfectly into the box and headed away by Chattanooga. That was Prepelica who made the play defensively, got his tempo onto that one.
Yeah, I think we're pretty safe on aerial balls, but, we still got to be careful conceding corners and set pieces.
Three corner kicks, 3 scoring chances. Still scoreless on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus between these 2 football clubs, as now we'll see another throw in. Chattanooga along the edge of the center circle. That's Anatoly Prepelica. The man from Moldova. Examining the pitch in front of him before delivering the pass. It's deflected away by Bazeas. This one a collision as well. Gabara right there battling with Mawape for it, and Chattanooga Football Club will maintain possession. Inbounded Gabara, the takeaway. Albion San Diego looking to clear this. Down in the corner, a battle for it along the goal line. Chattanooga maintains possession. Mawape centering this up, lofted into the box, headed at twice, cleared away momentarily, and now Chattanooga trying to take a shot, delivers this one back up onto the hill.
Yeah, CFC being more successful, playing more direct balls today instead of playing through, San Diego. We're getting dangerous areas, but expecting better quality once we get, in front of their goal.
Albion San Diego over the midfield stripe, this lost. Regathered quickly. A long delivery to Codono. Codono deking around Prepelica and loses the ball over the touchline. Anatoli will inbound for the boys in blue. Of course, wearing their all-white kits at home here tonight. Love the new kits of Chattanooga Football Club this season, Zeka.
Yeah, me too. Surprised they're wearing white today. Navy is definitely the true color. But, still look good, still look fresh. The sun might help wearing white, but, yeah, looking good.
Roach to the close side. A long delivery, now two. The quick passing up the pitch to Bedoya. Bedoya leaves it off for Bazeas. Here's the move towards the 18, and Prepelica clears it away for Chattanooga Football Club. On the back, Chattanooga so hard to penetrate against. Stripling to Dixon, the captain.
Yeah, San Diego hasn't had a lot of success breaking our back line, but they definitely have gone past, our first line of defense with the strikers and midfielders as well. So CFC got to tighten it up in those areas, be careful how we press in order to not be so exposed.
Mawape splits the double team, and now it's cleared away by Albion San Diego. Ronaldo Pineda carried the soccer ball and arced it up the pitch. Chattanooga into the wing. A battle for possession. Juan Louis keeps this for CFC. All the way back to the midfield stripe now, resetting. Stripling with it. Along the edge of the center circle. His pass intercepted, taken away by Albion San Diego. Albion with great pace. One man alone has to slow this. Gabara. Back down to Codono. Into the midfield, mid-third.
Has to be better there for McGrath. He got a good touch, turned well, but then took an extra one, I thought. Something that should have been a pass. Caused the counterattack, which CFC was quick to respond and stop San Diego without causing too much trouble. But as we try to play it through, we got to play it quick too. We can't be just trying to do these fancy moves in the middle that are not really working at the moment.
McGrath, a perennial impact player, 5 goals, 3 assists last season. Here comes San Diego. Flip to the far wing in the corner. Centering kick is taken away by Chattanooga and now cleared towards the middle third.
It's a nice ball. Has to be a little better for Marcus.
Albion to the close side, Bazeas from the wing. Back up to Gabara. Gabara into the center third of the pitch. Patty to the midfield stripe and all the way back to Roach. Albion with a full reset. Halfway through the 16th minute of play here in Chattanooga. Scoreless between these two clubs. 3 high-quality scoring chances. 2 corner kicks for Chattanooga in the 4th and 5th minute. Then a corner kick for Albion San Diego in the 10th minute. All 3 looked like potential scores, but nothing to this point.
Yeah, CFC has had chances. San Diego has gotten to good positions. I'm not going to write anybody out of the game yet. It's fairly even in my opinion. I'm definitely expecting some better end quality for some of those dangerous possessions from both teams.
Chattanooga FC, 5 clean sheets in 6 total league games to this point in the season. Jean Antoine, player of the month for the month of April. This is Mawape. Mawape deking 2 defenders and sent out a play off of the hip of Gabara.
So nice play by CFC playing through San Diego. You know, found McGrath now, who released a little quicker than before. Took a little extra touch there, got hit, but you know, we played the advantage and got a corner.
Mawape from the corner. McGrath back to Dixon. Mawape to the backside. That's Louis waiting to gather the soccer ball. In the channel, looking inside. Doesn't like what he sees. 2 quick passes for Chattanooga Football Club. Now all the way back to the center circle. That's Richard Dixon, and now the flag.
Who do you think is involved, Gabe, on that play?
Could be Anatoly Prepelica, hard to say.
Yeah. He hangs out, you know, in a more forward position as we're trying to still to play that ball into the box. He ended up on a scrap with one of the defenders. They, of course, go to the ground. The lineman seeing it. And, you know, now that he has done a couple of those, he gets booked. By definitely a possession where we don't want him to get booked, which is an attacking play. So he has to be careful, you know, not even 20 minutes in and he's in a yellow card.
Well, obviously, the defensive efforts of Albion San Diego, not airtight, not watertight at this point, but much better than last time out against Chattanooga Football Club. What do you think the difference is, Zeka?
Well, they're definitely more focused. You know, they definitely know CFC really well. They're prepared for some of CFC's strategy, which, you know, they're repeating today as they have done in the past couple of games. You see Stripling coming in, trying to keep possession in the middle, using some of that modern style of soccer, you know. They're definitely doing a better job. CFC, you know, can still make some better chances out of it. But, yeah, fair play from San Diego.
Ronaldo and Dixon got tied up. Dixon slow to rise. The captain appears to be all right. Walking it off here in Chattanooga. 2 key players, Mendoza, rising star and defender, was absent from the last meeting between these 2 clubs. Also, Albion was without the services of defender Ernest Mitchell in their season opener against Chattanooga. Talked to Hector and Mary Beth, the broadcast crew for Albion San Diego, and he clued me in on a couple of those keynotes, some great stats and facts. So thank you, Hector, for the connection this morning. Got that phone a friend from San Diego.
Look at you, so well connected.
This is Richard Dixon through the center of the pitch. Doesn't like the look. Dips away the football. Scoreless. Coming up on the 21st minute here in Chattanooga. 3 great scoring chances. An electric contest so far. Now Albion with a takeaway. Had a chance breaking towards the goal. Gabara and San Diego will reset. Flipped onside. Chattanooga looking for the tackle. This cleared out of play.
CFC trying to play from the back, not being able to do so. San Diego recovering and, you know, repeating that same type of play against CFC. They can definitely play the football, I can tell you that, Gabe.
Chattanooga cleared into the middle third. And a big collision there. McGrath comes up quickly. On the backside, Ronaldo trying to gather the football as it's punted up into the stands.
It's a nice press. I'm glad we took, you know, the play all the way there. Now it's a throw in deep into San Diego's defensive side.
Albion San Diego with a throw in, putting us back underway. Off of a Chattanooga defender and out of play. We'll have another throw in. Swatted at. Dixon gathers momentarily, tries to flip it up to McGrath, taken away by Gabara. Slips past Dixon, back to Stripling. Chattanooga maintains possession. All the way back to Gene Antoine. Antoine's in trouble and falls onto the ball here.
Whew. He's got to be careful with that type of play, taking too long on the ball. San Diego quick and realizing that good press from them. Luckily, nothing came out of that.
Codono getting down inside, creating a chance there. That's a heads-up play. Mawape teed this up for Alex McGrath. McGrath double-teamed. This goes out of play on the tackle made by Patty.
Yeah, all of a sudden the game picked up. End to end right now.
Mawape for the corner kick. Our first scoring chance in 13 minutes. Mawape out onto the pitch. This is Beto. Beto from the touchline to Nagelstad. Back to Mawape. Chattanooga Football Club all the way back to the middle third. Now here's the long ball, close side. Nagelstad tries to center it. Beto off of a defender. Albion looking to clear this. Mawape keeping the ball alive. Back out of the box to Dixon. Dixon rolled down to Mawape. Centered up. Official has to scramble to get out of the way. CFC.
He's right in the middle of the play.
McGrath tackled in a collision with Gabara as this escapes the pitch.
You know, Gabe, sometimes I wonder, CFC with, some tall, aggressive players, we have a hard time playing that ball into the box. I know we can play with quality, but out of set pieces, sometimes it takes us a while to get there. So maybe better now a chance from a long throw, say.
A mix of jerseys in front of the net. Here's the long throw. Headed at outside of the box. Mawape fires and lofted right to Roach.
Yeah, I think the referee caught a free kick there in the box and pushing from Prepelita.
Roach puts the contest back underway. On the close side, being hassled is Bedoya.
I think he lost his boots over there.
Whistle sounds as the official will give him the time he needs. Benjamin Roach, the keeper, studied at University of California, Santa Barbara, veteran of Albion San Diego. 6 goals allowed this season in 3 contests, but 5 of them to Chattanooga Football Club. 0 here today in the Scenic City.
Yeah, it's nice to see some of these West Coast players. There's a lot of quality over there. I think those teams have plenty of opportunity to find these caliber of player coming out of some of those big schools, good soccer programs. So it's nice to see the diversity here at NISA.
Albion San Diego through the middle third of the pitch, a long ball to Gabara, right near the midfield stripe. McGrath bringing the heat, flipped back to Patty, taken away by Mawape. Now Patty with a punt up the pitch, arcing all the way back into the attacking third. Regathered by Albion San Diego into the edge of the box. Here's a shot, and diving Antoine redirects this over the goal line.
Yeah, a nice chance from San Diego. A misguided ball by Bowers ends up with their winger who plays well, gets a nice shot at it. But, we have Antoine over there who, gets a good hand on it.
So another key chance for Albion here in the 27th minute. This is a corner kick. One player parked right in front. Here's the delivery towards the center of the pitch, and it clears the boots of the waiting attackers. Albion San Diego regathers. They'll reset back into the attacking third. A long feed close side just along the touchline. Flipped up towards the net. Chattanooga clears again. Bedoya trying to keep it in the attacking third. CFC to Prepelica to Dixon. Dixon wanting to clear the football, feeling the heat. They'll reset. Chattanooga arcing this one towards the center circle. And CFC able to clear this into the middle third. A collision there right near that center spot. Albion back on side. Bazeas through the corner of the box, and Dixon cuts off his deke. Mawape near the touchline. Flip towards the middle third. Taken away by Bedoya. And now this will escape both clubs as it rolls over the goal line.
One thing that I believe San Diego is not doing so well is they have, you know, a right-footed player on the left wing and a left-footed player on the other side. Oh, here we go, a dangerous play now.
And here's one off the side.
Yeah, so every time those players get the ball, they tend to bring it inside, which plays right into, you know, some of our center backs who are, you know, pretty good defenders. Not much coming from those types of players, you know, only some half chances. So it's good to see that we got that part shut down. But if they inverse that and trying to go down the line and get some crosses, then that could be different. You know, it could be a different story or just some adjustments from them.
Fourth scoring chance of the contest for Albion San Diego. Here's the delivery backside, and it clears both clubs and goes into the corner flag.
Yeah, San Diego has a little bit more of the football, you know, at this mark of the first half. We definitely need to do a little better job of keeping the ball and you know, keeping that possession.
Antoine puts this game back underway. We're in the 30th minute of play here on FIFA Plus and 11 Sports. Gabriel Schrei here with Zeka Fejas. Lots of quality scoring chances, 7 in total through this first half of action. I'm certain we'll see a goal soon. The question remains is who will score first?
Yeah, this time I don't know. It's looking pretty even right now. Even San Diego doing a little better than CFC at the moment.
Tripped up Richard Dixon. Trying for the tackle. Got the boot of Tyler Gabara. He goes down hard near the midfield stripe.
Yes, yeah. Dixon hasn't commit that many fouls to justify that yellow card at the moment. I thought that was a little soft from the referee. Don't really agree with that call right there.
Last time out for Albion San Diego, a 1-0 victory over Gold Star FC Detroit. First win of the year for the club. That came back on the 7th. Starting a hot stretch of play right now. Contest this Saturday, then playing again on the 30th and again on the 2nd.
Yeah, they definitely figured a couple of things out since we last played them. It's definitely noticeable today. Coming in from a win definitely helps. So some off the ball playing there, you know, referees, it's going to be definitely busier going into, you know, the end here of the first half.
Mawape still down along the edge of the pitch.
Yeah, that was a bit much. Unnecessary from San Diego. Caught Mumu off the ball. Yeah, that definitely hurt. You know, I don't think that's just, you know, soccer rolling around. That's definitely pain right there.
Hopefully he's all right. Medical staff attending to him down along the edge of the field. Last time out for Chattanooga Football Club, a 1-0 victory in Rochester, New York over Flower City Union. That was just this last Saturday evening. A wonder goal for Marcus Nagelstad was the difference as the league leaders brought 3 points home from New York here to Chattanooga, Tennessee. A minute before halftime, Nagelstad hit a sweet strike from about 25 yards out, hit the top right corner to put the boys in blue up 1-0. They held that lead until the end of the contest, but that second half was very physical from what I understand. Do you think that wear and tear is playing a factor here in this midweek tilt?
It could be. It's a quick turnaround. Playing on the weekend away, far away from home. As I understand, the team took a bus, which, you can definitely wear out on the legs going to a midweek game. So, yeah, it could definitely be a factor today, players being a little tired.
Mwape is up and looks to be all right, maybe a bit shaken up, if anything.
Yeah, if he's not feeling it right now due to, being warmed up, that's, kind of a tackle and an injury that you feel once you cool down, after taking that shower after the game, you start feeling it, especially in the morning. That will hurt you back.
McGrath to Mwape. Umu all the way back to Prepelica. Stripling. Back to Calvin Mwape. Carries on sides, 4 defenders, doesn't like the look, leaves it off. Chattanooga Football Club setting something up here to McGrath. He's in the channel on the close side. McGrath gets around one defender from along the goal line. Here's the header, and it finds the twine. Marcus Nagelstad scores the opening goal of this game. In the 34th minute of play, it's 1-0 Chattanooga.
Man, that was beautiful. A nice play. McGrath appearing on the wing now, placing a beautiful cross to Marcus. The only job he had to do is redirect the ball into the corner. He really didn't put any pace on that ball. He almost floated to that far top corner. But it was due to the cross that was, high quality from McGrath. Found Nagelstad well positioned without anybody marking him, with his quality, his ability. He placed the ball so well. So a nice goal. Nice to see CFC coming from, a difficult end of a half with a goal.
Nagelstad, his 4th goal of the season here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Last season, the winner of the Golden Boot and Golden Ball, leading the league with 19 goals.
Yeah, he's on fire again.
Mwape, a collision there with an Albion San Diego defender who goes down to the turf. That's Daniel Bedoya. He's up and back at him quickly. Here comes Albion looking for the quick response. San Diego along the edge of the box. Lots of pressure. Chattanooga gets the tackle and the takeaway. Dixon working to clear this with a quick pass. Knifing away at it, and now the whistle as both clubs are trying to gallop at and gather possession.
Yeah, handball there. Thought it was well caught. I mean, the lineman was well positioned. So let's be careful, do well with those types of set pieces. San Diego is definitely going to try to get one back. So we just got to be consistent and disciplined defending those types of play.
Albion looking to capitalize. Lofted across the center. The header goes wide and over the goal line.
That wasn't a bad ball at all.
Andrew Klaszewski slow to rise, looks to be all right as he'll jog it off. Right on the edge of the penalty box there. He went down hard on the backside of that play. Mwape can't keep the football in play as Gabara throws it in for Albion. San Diego, a long feed to Gabara over the midfield stripe. What a move to keep the ball moving, and now a collision between Dixon and Gabara, another one. They collided a few moments ago.
Yeah, it was nice spotted by the referee. You know, both players go down, both players calling for a foul, but that was clear. San Diego's attempt to bring, you know, Dixon down with them, and I'm glad the referee also saw that.
Rod Underwood laughing it off, speaking with the official down there along the edge of the field.
Yeah,
what a great personality.
Yeah, this game has definitely picked up on intensity, and you can see the coaching staff, you know, talking a little more with the referee and trying to cool it down, avoid any other types of situation that can hurt us.
Chattanooga with possession. Rod Underwood, beloved coach here in the Scenic City. I'm a huge fan of Rod myself. You know, you've been around enough winning coaches, you pick up on the personality traits they share, and his attitude is one of those things you see in a lot of winning coaches. Just having a good time, smiling, friendly, kind to everybody.
Yeah, definitely something we enjoy, seeing the integrity of the leader of the team, you know, the coach. You know, it's a good thing to have in a team, you know, something that the players can emulate from and can learn from and can also display, you know, on the field.
Albion back underway. Albion's bench boss is Diego Gomez. Gomez previously coached Queensboro FC2 of the UPSL and came up through the academy systems of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Took over this year for head coach Ziggy Koritoski.
Yes, nice resume.
Very good resume for Mr. Gomez.
Working with Barcelona.
Albion with possession just outside of the far channel into the middle third. Chattanooga with a takeaway.
McGrath has his bursts of energy that are so nice to see. He picks the right moments, and now he did defending. You see him doing that, you know, going forward as well with the ball. You know, he's just picking good moments to, you know, go a little faster on a couple of yards and recovering the ball or giving a nice cross there as you see for the goal. Very impressive for him, how he display his game and his style. You know, definitely, you know, an experienced player we enjoy having in our team.
Chattanooga, quick pass now down along the touchline. CFC loses this out of play. Perez will throw in. Sending it back over the midfield line. Prepelica. Looked like he wanted to deliver a howitzer up the pitch, instead hanging on to this.
Yeah, he always keeps an eye on that, doesn't he?
Coming up on the 41st minute of play here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's 1-0. CFC leading Albion San Diego. Their goal coming in the 34th minute as Nagelstad scored his 4th goal of the season. This is Perez along the edge of the box. 2 defenders. Flipped away to Stripling. Right in the center of the field, working it close side. Biding his time to the captain, Dixon. Nagelstad with a touch through traffic. Now a collision and the crowd erupts.
Referee calling a dive from McGrath, which, you know, it's a... I'm not really sure about this crowd because the lineman walks in as it is a PK. The referee is seeing something different, which I don't think McGrath dived. He just lost balance and fell. He wasn't trying to buy a PK. You know, I don't think he's the type of player that dives. Again, just a tough call from the referee, which I don't agree with.
And a dangerous situation, firing deflected away by Albion. Defensive effort.
Yeah, it took maybe a little bit too long. You know, we recovered the ball so well. He had a one-on-one with the keeper, but what a nice tackle from San Diego's defender coming on the last second, intercepting, you know, cleanly on the ball. You know, those types of chances we've got to put away. I know Marcus, I know he's probably disappointed, but, you know, he already has one and looking to get more now.
Nagelstad putting his face into his palms. He could see the brace coming his way, just couldn't complete the play in the face of great defensive effort. This is Stripling along the edge of the pitch. Chattanooga, two defenders there. The tackle, ball is lost momentarily. Now Albion clearing it away into the middle third with great pace. It's Bazeas. Four defenders converging on him. He somehow keeps the football and now deflected off of his hip. It's still in play as Bazeas trying to run it down from behind and rolling over the goal line. What an effort individually.
Yeah, he's got a corner out of that. Very, very impressive. You know, nice job from him.
Chile, USA, dual citizen, played for Hilela City FC, also part of the U20 team of UDE Chile, a first division club.
Yeah, fast and kept with it. Won a corner for his team.
Here comes the corner kick. Flipped back into play towards the center of the box, and Antoine deflects it away. Now a collision on the edge of the 18. Again, it's Gabara and Dixon. They've been sparring throughout the course of this first half of play.
Yeah, those two have definitely encountered each other, but I don't think nothing really dirty from those challenges. You know, that happens during the game. I know Dixon. I know he doesn't take things personally. So let's just move on and get on with the game.
Antoine. This is a satellite up the pitch. Chattanooga Football Club. It's Prepelica. Looking to get it behind the defenders. Moments ago, coming up with the big play, that was Mitchell. And again, affecting the course of play here, came up with the intercept. Chattanooga, that's Dixon, trying to place this in the wing. Tackled away by Albion. Albion working to clear the football, and they will. Into the middle third. Now two defenders there. 2 minutes of added time coming. Albion San Diego. Over the midfield stripe. Now Chattanooga with the intercept. Nagelstad trying to run this down and cleared away by Albion. Volleying this in the middle third. Now the whistle as Prepelica kicks at it.
Referee calling some, you know, dubious fouls now for San Diego.
Into the wing, Perez in pursuit. As the ball escapes the pitch, Chattanooga Football Club will take over. Mendoza unable to maintain possession. Added time winding quickly here in Chattanooga. Headed towards our halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have our cause of the match here for a quick interview in the booth. Some halftime analysis from Zeka and I. Here comes Mwape. Cannot outrun Gabara. Mwape kept it alive, but the whistle.
That was a beautiful ball from Beto down the line to Mumu. You know, he challenges the defenders, but in the referee's opinion, that was a foul, which I don't agree with.
Ernest Mitchell, back to Roach. This is Mwape, looking for the tackle. Nagelstad playing back, now approaching Mitchell. Mitchell feeling the pressure. Here's the football. A scoring chance. Fired wide right in the goal. 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club. The steal and the score by the crafty veteran, Alex McGrath.
McGrath just knows, when to press. Again, one of those moments. Mitchell, San Diego's defender, thinks he bypasses Nagelstadt, but ends up being picked up by McGrath, who then slots it in with his left foot. A great finish, a great moment, a great joint effort by a couple of players, end up getting the ball back and with a one-on-one chance. So we saw Marcus a couple of minutes ago missing one of those opportunities, and I'm glad McGrath, didn't waste his turn and put it in the back of the net.
Alex McGrath off to a hot start in 2023. 5 goals last season, already 2 scores this season for the veteran. What an effort.
Oh yeah, and as you can see, at the very last second of the game, that was it. And then what a way to finish, going into the second half, 2-0. Yeah, nice thing we get going here today.
Absolutely. 2-0 is the score. Zeka, any final thoughts before our halftime break?
The score sheet says 2-0. I mean, it wasn't an easy half for CFC. We got some goals by the quality of our players. There are definitely some improvements to be made, but I take it, the way that the half went, the way, we saw San Diego playing.
Michael, I'm sure you can attest to that. What does this halftime look like for Albion San Diego? Are they drawing on the whiteboard, changing the game plan, or is there not much to change?
Well, I think they're going to be changing a little bit. They have to, because last time when things started going CFC's way, it was just a demolition after that, So in order to avoid those types of situations, San Diego has to do something different. And definitely expecting some changes here going in the second half. And for CFC, I think some players and some thoughts for Coach Rod, changing up a little bit, maybe being more consistent and solid in some parts of the field. But overall, we can maintain what we had going.
Fantastic. Second half of action coming up. It's 2-0 here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. CFC leading Albion San Diego. One of the things we saw during our halftime break here was the great inflatable soccer house on the far side of the stadium. There's one man who is responsible for all of the beautiful action off of the pitch. It's Peter Wolcock, who's here with me now. Peter, tell me about some of the great things folks can do if they get tickets and come out on Saturday.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, and you guys are doing an awesome job up here, by the way.
I don't know. I'm kind of just, making my way through it. I don't know.
Well, I came in, and I love Zeka's stance on the chair. He's really pretty laid back, taking it easy. That's Zeka, right? That's how we used to play as well, But yeah, no, we've got some really fun stuff happening this Saturday. We've got a double header, so we have our women's game first, and then we have around about an hour's gap before the men's game, and we're going to be having a live DJ down in the concourse. We're also going to have a face painter there, so kids, adults, anyone could get CFC-ified. And then, yeah, we've just, got a lot of fun activities that we're going to try. We really, our big aim for this year is to really try and encourage people to come earlier. We have our crowd typically likes to show up just a good 10, 15 minutes before the kickoff. But we really want to encourage people to come earlier. And we're putting on more stuff to build, the atmosphere. And, the team here at Finley are doing an incredible job with on the food and beverage side as well. So lots of new things happening down here at the stadium.
Can I get my face painted between games on Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely.
I might just do that.
I think we need to get you first before we get you up here.
I might just have to do that. I love what you said about the crowd, too. I'm always getting nervous. I'll be wringing my hands up here. We're 20 minutes until kickoff, and there's like 40 people. Then 3,000 people show up 5 minutes before the game starts. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
Where are you at? The
Right.
gates have been open for 45 minutes.
No, that's exactly it, right? We really want to, just like I said, encourage people to come down earlier. We're doing more from our side, right, to make it a fun atmosphere pre-game and just soak it all up, And the guys are doing incredible out in the field. Our women had an unbelievable result last week, so definitely come and check them out as well. You know, check them out before the men's game, and then stick around and just, you know, be down here at Fort Finley.
Well, and Zach and I were talking about it. The value is incredible. You buy one ticket and you get into both games.
Yeah, no, it's incredible value. You know, we've got this one, but then we have another one coming up in June as well. We'll have another doubleheader. So 2 opportunities to see our, you know, and it's brilliant. You know, I've been away for a little bit, for a couple of years, and it's amazing to see our women's team back up and running. And they're doing incredible. Got a really exciting squad this year. So yeah, come check them out and then stick around and watch the men as well.
Well, Peter, thanks for coming up. And what's your final message on packing Finley on Saturday?
Oh, calm on down. It's going to be a really good time. You know, the players really vibe, and Zeka will talk about this. You know, players really vibe off a crowd, right? So the more people we can get down here is going to be awesome for both our women and for our men. So come on down to Finley. It's going to be a good time.
Fantastic. Thank you, Peter. I'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.
Zeka, we are off to a hot start here in half number 2 as well. Back and forth and a scoring chance already here in the 47th minute.
Yeah, an exciting start. You know, talking about Peter being here. Hopefully I'm not going to lose my job after that, you know, man with that beautiful British accent comes in talking all proper. So, but yeah, good start of the half. Some changes here. We can talk a little bit more about them shortly.
And tangled up, giving us the chance to discuss those changes right away.
San Diego, different approach, going, you know, with a little higher line on the second half. I got to spend a little bit more time to see if they change a little bit their formation, which I haven't noticed yet, but definitely a change in attitude, going higher up the pitch, defending.
Here's the delivery inside and headed away by Albion. Chattanooga can't keep this from rolling over the corner. This will be the first chance of Chattanooga Football Club in the second half of play with a corner kick. Here's the delivery. Backside. Headered twice. Lofted up along the edge of the penalty box, and a San Diego player goes down hard.
Take a guess who's the one bringing him down.
Probably Prepelica.
Man, that man's a tank. He goes for it. I don't blame him.
The man from Moldova, he has been a force to be reckoned with this season. Features about him run on local and national television back in Moldova this year already. All over Twitter, all over Instagram. He's a fan favorite and a favorite of the front office of the league as well.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a difference maker for us this season. I'm glad to have him with us.
Loose through the middle third. Here's Albion San Diego. Working this down towards Antoine and Chattanooga Football Club. On the back, Antoine will clear this. Vying for possession, both clubs. Flipped back up into the middle third. San Diego across the midfield stripe. Back to Bedoya. Here's a laser towards the goal line, and it slips out of play. Would have been a great chance for Mendoza if he could have reached the ball.
Yeah, a nice thought with the pass. It was just a bit too long. But yeah, it was a nice idea, just not super well executed. So looking at it, Gabe, looks like San Diego's changing up a little its shape with 3 in the back, pushing a lot more people forward. So let's see how CFC behaves facing that change from San Diego.
Antoine gets this started. Up along the far touchline. Finessed back towards the center of the field. Now to Beto. Feeling the pressure from behind. Pineda forces the quick pass. This will go out of play. Stripling to throw in. Chattanooga. Mawape to the close end of the pitch. Louis loses this as it skeeters over the sideline here. Left off for Perez, who will throw in for Chattanooga. Louis right back to Perez, being harassed. The tackle by Mendoza. The 17-year-old rising star for Albion. Taken back away by Chattanooga, trying to split the difference between two defenders. This rolls over the goal line. Roach had 2 good contests in a row after allowing 5 to Chattanooga Football Club. 2 allowed in the first half of play this evening here in the Scenic City.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not happy about that. We'll see how San Diego and backline goalkeeper behave going to the second half.
Collision along the side of the pitch. McGrath chased down by Gabarra. The throw-in for Albion San Diego. Near the midfield stripe, vying for possession. This goes back and forth. CFC player down and not moving, McGrath. Slow to rise, but it appears he'll be okay.
Yeah, looked like it was a tough collision. Maybe something that happens in the game, but we've got to be careful with those types of play.
Halfway through the 53rd minute here in Chattanooga, it's 2-0 CFC leading Albion. Thank you for tuning in on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Few scoring chances here in the second half to this point. 2 goals in the first half for Chattanooga. Nagelstad scored the first goal for CFC, second score from Alex McGrath, who had a beautiful steal. Lot of shoving there.
Yeah, some frustration from San Diego's players definitely displayed with those types of foul, which I hope the referee's keeping an eye on it. You know, we don't want to have unnecessary things happen, and the referee definitely should take caution of it.
Antoine with a delivery, skying this up the pitch. Ernest Mitchell sent back into the attacking third of Albion. Chattanooga won't leave it there for long. Prepelica, long ball up the field. McGrath centers it to Nagelstad. There's the shot. Mitchell deflected away. Mawape regathered out in the channel. Mawape looking inside. Here's the move along the goal line. Stops with it. Double teamed. Here's a pass back to the captain, Richard Dixon. Dixon back to Prepelica. Chattanooga going to slow it up here.
Very nice dealt from Richard there. Pass, it was tricky, bouncy. He controlled and released. Nicely done.
Here's the long ball into the close wing. Louis keeping it alive. Heavily defended by Pineda as it goes out of play. Chattanooga will throw in.
Big throw coming in.
You can see on the right side of your screen there, players loading up. Down in front of the net. Here's the delivery, the long ball, headered twice. This one deflected away and now cleared by Albion. Perez tried to redirect that towards the box. CFC, long pass, back to Perez. Carried towards the box, and a long shot is gathered by Roach, who will clear the ball now. On the move, Albion San Diego. Bedoya goes down near the midfield stripe. Dixon tripped up. Albion looking for the long pass there. The intercept made by Chattanooga. Nagelstad back to Mawape. Pursued from behind. This is Stripling. Stripling able to get it around Bazeas there, and now the foul.
Some late plays now, as you can see, from both teams. This one, San Diego's player catching Stripling after the ball has been played. Again, referee has to be careful and cautious of those situations because, you know, people getting hit when they shouldn't. You know, potentially a call for a yellow card. I wouldn't be surprised, and you know, it would definitely be necessary at some point to stop, you know, getting that card out of his pocket.
Prepelica back to Stripling. Center to Dixon. Chattanooga through the center circle. Perez battling forward along the center stripe, and now the whistle.
Yeah, high foot there from Beto. Not super great touch, so situations like that would definitely need to be avoided.
Pineda and Albion lose this. In the middle third, Chattanooga with a little takeaway. Here's Dixon. CFC flips down to Perez. Perez into the channel. Looking inside, wanted to pass there, given off, centered up. Chattanooga, the shot, and saved by Roach.
What a nice play from CFC. Beto being heavily involved now, in Dixon as well, creating the chances, playing through San Diego. So just a little better finish next time, but it wasn't a bad chance.
Antoine delivers this ball up the side of the pitch. Looked like he misfired on that.
Yeah, he definitely cleared that out of the field, which it's okay. Sometimes, you know, those things happen.
Ben Roach, 2 high-quality saves here to open this second half of play. That last one, very impressive.
Yeah, I'm sure he's more content with that than conceding goals. I thought the finishes could have been better, creating him, you know, more, testing him a little more. But yeah, definitely, he should be happier with that type of situation.
This is Roach with it. To the close side. Zuski. Went back to him. Albion San Diego in the middle third. Biding their time. Gabara. Wouldn't keep it for long. Back to Mitchell. Along the touchline on the far side of the pitch. Gabara. Right near the midfield stripe. Long pass. 2 quick touches. Now Antoine will come out and gather the football.
It's a nice job from McGrath there. Another burst of energy from him, recovering the ball where we need to.
Chattanooga 4-on-3 scoring chance. Long pass. Louis is shut down again by the goaltender, who is now hot. Benjamin Roach coming way out to greet the ball.
Yeah, it was a good ball. The goalkeeper had to come out of the goal to clear that up.
McGrath through traffic. Mawape goes down hard. Dixon to the far side to Stripling.
What a good ball.
Arcing this, skying the ball, close side. Naglestad back to Perez. Perez to Beto. Back and forth they go. Albion bringing the heat. Alvarenga. Deking. 2 defenders. He'll send it back to the midfield. Prepelica. The big man to the far side. Mawape. Didn't like his look. Centered back up in the middle third. Chattanooga Football Club. We're into the 61st minute. It is 2-0. Chattanooga lead here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. 2 goals scored. Naglestad with the first back in the 34th minute. Then in the 44th minute, Alex McGrath with a beautiful strip and score.
CFC looking comfortable in the ball right now.
Chattanooga losing possession, taken away by Mitchell. Ball is loose as Dixon regathers. Flip to Louis. Louis and Chattanooga to Naglestad, just outside of the box. He loses his footing as Albion gets the takeaway.
Referee's not buying it, no, which I thought was a fair call, honestly. I didn't see a foul from both of those plays, so fair enough.
Albion able to clear away the football. Chattanooga will have to reset. Moments ago, a scoring chance for the winner of both the Golden Boot and Golden Ball last season. Here comes Beto, flipped inside, back door, there's the shot, and it's high and wide.
What a ball from Louis or Beto. Great ball in behind that back line. Mumu arriving late. Unfortunately, didn't get the contact he wanted. But it was nice to see a nice play from CFC. You know, good to see us creating chances, being comfortable in the ball here in the second half. Definitely more chances, I believe, are coming in.
Zeka, Beto, Alvarenga, 1 assist already this season, looking for a second there. A beautiful delivery, as you said, to Mwape. Just unable to get the touch he needed.
Yeah, it was beautiful played.
Albion San Diego. Went to Bo. This one skying up the pitch. Prepelica keeps it up there in the air, hanging out in the middle third. Albion to Gabara. The give, and now Mitchell. Mitchell back to Gabara, back and forth they go. Albion feeling the heat, maintaining possession, and now a little collision.
Prepelica has got to be careful coming off the back line, you know, committing fouls up the field. We definitely don't need that, or, you know, more cards on our way.
Anatoly Prepelica, ridiculously fun to watch play. Here comes Marcus Naglestad with a bit of a takeaway. Passed inside, back door, and cut off by Gabara. Naglestad trying for the shot and tripped up on the edge of the goal area.
It's nice picked up by Marcus. You know, fed a good pass inside. We were able to keep that momentum going. You know, definitely a chance missed. Recovering the ball in a nice position. So it's good to see CFC keeping that momentum going forward.
Here comes Louis. Louis deking, left off for Beto, and the whistle immediately. Change coming down along the sideline here. Off of the bench, Heath Martin coming in for Mendoza. San Diego native will get a break. Bazeas will come out. Looks like Carrion will get a change into the contest as well. Bazeas scoring one of the 2 goals scored this season by Albion San Diego.
Yeah, we'll see if San Diego, you know, tries something different here. Some fresh legs coming in.
McGrath to the backside. He was looking for Naglestad and overshot it.
Looks like an offside there. The referee late to call, but lineman raised his flag, so maybe a bad timing on the runs into the box on that set piece.
Albion San Diego working with the football. Mitchell in the channel down along the touchline. 2 defenders in pursuit, and now cleared, arcing it up the pitch. Antoine fires this one. In the middle third, a battle for possession. Albion San Diego now attacking. Long feed, backside, Prepelica there defensively. Along the edge of the box. Looking, he likes something. Teamed now. Back up into the channel. Here's the delivery inside, and Antoine gathers the football. Albion San Diego off of the tackle, making progress momentarily, and the whistle as Chattanooga Football Club comes up with a tackle.
Yeah, definitely noticing a change from CFC here. Mumu and Louis changing sides, so maybe a different strategy with both players playing on the side that they're more comfortable with. You know, left foot for Mumu, right foot for Louis. Maybe some more crosses coming in for Marcus now.
McGrath harassed by Sosa. Along the touchline, up to Dixon. Centered back up by Chattanooga. Bowers into the attacking third, that's Mwape. Back to Perez. Mwape along the touchline. Perez flipped quickly to Beto. Chattanooga through the center circle. They're looking for something specific.
Yeah, not a whole lot of press from San Diego now, so CFC being able to maintain the ball quite well and comfortably.
To the close side, that's Mwape. Mwape with a quick move and sent out of play by Klazuski. Mwape looking to Perez. Perez will throw in.
Nicely done.
Chattanooga all the way back to the midfield stripe. Bowers to Prepelica. Through the center circle. Here's the long delivery by Prepelica. Cut off and headered over the touchline.
You know, the game really definitely slowed down here, Gabe. Both teams taking the foot out of the gas, which you can't blame CFC for doing such. You know, playing the weekend, having another game coming up, keeping that momentum going the whole game, you know, is really difficult. So it's nice to see players managing the game well with possession and easy playing style.
This is Bowers. Long delivery to Mwape. Mwape up to Beto. Alvarenga back to Mwape. Centered up. Naglestad cut off defensively.
Just as I mentioned, you know, we start creating chances.
Into the 70th minute of action. It's 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Goal number 1 coming in the 34th minute, Marcus Naglestad. Goal number 2 in added time of that first half, Alex McGrath with a tackle and the score. A throw in coming from the close side of the pitch. The header and cleared away by Albion San Diego. Bowers heavily defended here, stripped away. Bo got this rolling. Albion, a long pass to the far side by Bedoya. Here comes San Diego, just outside of the box, stopping and reconsidering. Didn't like the look there. And Albion will reset and regather. FIFA Plus 11 Sports, thank you for tuning in. Gabriel Schrei. Here was Zeka Fejas.
Yeah, I was expecting a little more from San Diego at the beginning of this half. You know, going to the 70-minute mark. You know, not a whole lot from San Diego now. So maybe, you know, the style of CFC is being just too difficult for them to handle. Not a whole lot of responses from that team right now.
Here comes Albion. To the backside, along the edge of the 18. Gabara with it along the goal line, centered and cleared by Prepelica. Prepelica parked right down in front on the goal box.
You know, it's just layers after layers. Once you get past someone, you got to deal with another well-qualified player defensively. You know, it's just tough to get by. You know, really well put together defensive strategy here for CFC.
Here comes Albion San Diego. Trouble along the edge of the box. Now the long shot goes high. Too much juice on that.
Yeah, it's going to have to be something a little better for Antoine to be beaten by a long shot, you know, from that sort of distance.
Youngest players on these two rosters, respectively. Chattanooga Football Club has Damian Rodriguez, just 20 years old. Number 12, Sebastian Zidlow, just 15 years old, playing for Albion San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you see some 16 and 17-year-olds, I mean, but when you go down to 15, that's a bit much. It has to take something special of talent, you know, to justify the call for you to come up playing at this level at that kind of age. So, yeah, very, very impressive for these young men to be involved in this game, you know, at 15. You know, some bright future for sure coming up, players like that.
Zach, I certainly trust your opinion on talent. Joined the club in 2013, 8 seasons, 24 goals while you played for CFC, one of the most recognizable names in the history of Chattanooga soccer. What does the future look like for somebody who is signed at the age of 15? I mean, where are they headed if they're already playing professional soccer at this level?
Well, they should be thinking about the professional ranking. You know, it's a tough place to make it here in the U.S. There's a lot of layers into the pyramid as you're thinking of the leagues and the way it is structured. So definitely gaining experience here, you know, looking to get minutes in a league like NISA and then moving on from there.
Trouble along the far touchline for Albion as they'll turn this back over to Chattanooga Football Club. Throw in coming. Guided to McGrath. Stripling, back to Prepelica. Anatoli, back to Bowers. Bowers, close side to Perez. Chattanooga stringing together a couple of passes. Mitchell with a cutoff near the midfield stripe. He goes to Pineda. Close side. Connection with Codono. Codono has some space to work with. Enters the box, double teamed, looking backside, and was hoping for some help, just couldn't connect.
That wasn't a bad ball, but it was a good cross, you know, a good play from San Diego. But nobody there in the 6-yard box to finish that chance, so CFC got to be careful with those types of play, but nicely executed from San Diego.
I think he was looking for Gabara, and Gabara was looking back outside of the box, going the other way.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there, but, you know, definitely a dangerous possession from San Diego.
Coming up next for these two clubs, Albion San Diego battling the number 6 Savannah Clovers this Saturday. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time down on the coast in Georgia. Chattanooga Football Club's next match also here in Finley Stadium, hosting the number 2 Maryland Bobcats. This is Mwape along the edge of the box, stripped away by Albion. The man who had that opportunity a moment ago with a carry there, Codono. Albion into the middle third. Left off, backside with great pace. Here comes San Diego. Gabara along the edge of the box. Here's the shot, and Antoine sees that coming, falling onto the ball.
Quick counter from San Diego. Nice ball played into the box. You know, they weren't able to get to the end of it, but it was definitely better from San Diego coming in from a slow start on this half. So maybe the changes that were made are helping them to create those types of chances.
1 goal allowed. This is his 7th game of the season. Antoine has just been electric for Chattanooga Football Club. Won the Golden Glove last season. Player of the month, first ever goalkeeper named by NISA as Player of the Month for the month of April. Well-deserved honor.
Oh, for sure. Look at the stats. They speak for themselves. Yeah, definitely deserving for that award. And I'm sure today he's already thinking of the chancing of, extending those numbers into, further in the season.
Mawape and Chattanooga. All the way back to Antoine. In trouble. Albion with a steal, floated towards the net, and Antoine will come out and greet that. Up to Mawape. Mawape to Alvarenga. Flipped around one defender. That's Kelvin Mawape. Back to Alvarenga. Beto with it on the close touch line. Perez. Back and forth they go. Into the 78th minute of play. Here comes the captain. Thought he had the connection. And the intercept made by Albion. That's Alvarenga. Inside to McGrath. A collision there. 2 players down on the pitch. Mawape up near the penalty arc. Looks like we may have a cramp on the close touch line here, or near it.
Yeah, some players going down. Amount of minutes that those guys have been putting in. A short, couple of days, lot of minutes played, traveled. That adds up. Something to be mindful of. CFC, it's looking like we're making some subs now. Some new players coming in, so that will definitely help.
Lenny Lopez Jr. checking into the contest, as is Capizzucci.
So Louis and Mumu, both players coming out, I believe. Capizzucci, for what I understand, he's a defensive player. Potentially CFC looking to change its formation, with 3 defenders, and then bringing some more people forward. Some different types of strategy. I know we done that well a couple of games ago against Savannah, and for sure trying to execute that same thing here against San Diego. Prep Elites are lining up for the free kick here, Gabe. I'm expecting a really hard shot from him. Seems that he has that on his locker, so we'll see what he can come up with.
Bo is off of the pitch, had to be helped off. Hopefully
Yeah.
he's all right.
It didn't look good. Hopefully he's okay.
Halfway through the 81st minute of play. Here's the big man, Anatoly, with a delivery, and the howitzer goes wide.
I'm glad he tried. You know, if that's something he has on his locker, then I'll be glad to, you know, give a couple of those shots in some of these games. So it's nice to see him try that and executing. Maybe a better finish next time.
Prepelica has a cannon for a leg. Can you imagine having to stop a shot from him?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in front of that ball on that wall as well. I'll be a little scared.
Along the touchline, Chattanooga. Capizzucci in a bit of trouble. Dixon able to keep this alive for CFC. That's Anatoly through the goal box. Jean clears this up the pitch into the middle third. Chattanooga trying to touch this as it continues to roll. Bedoya gathers the ball in the center circle. This is Albion. Albion just outside of the far channel into the wing. San Diego looking for the centering ball and deflected away defensively by Chattanooga. Daniel Bedoya will now deliver the corner kick. Patty the closest to the goal box. Mitchell in there as well, lots of height. Here's the delivery and deflected away by McGrath. Off of his boot. Now Naglestad feeds it to him. McGrath into the middle third. Long pass looking for Lenny Lopez is intercepted. Albion San Diego. Back towards the middle of the pitch. Hincapi to the far side. Albion along the touchline. McGrath and Capizzucci there. Dixon comes up to greet him. Flipped around another defender. Perez with the intercept. 2-on-2 chance. Close side. Lopez. Lopez surveying the scene in front of him. From the wing. Back out to Beto. Alvarenga. To the center circle. Chattanooga's Dixon. Through the middle third all the way back to Anatoly. Resetting here. Chattanooga leading 2-0 here on FIFA Plus and 11 Sports. Goals scored and added time near the end of the first half. McGrath scored the second goal for Chattanooga Football Club. In the 34th minute, Naglestad scored a beauty. He scored on Saturday as well in a 1-0 win against Flower City Union up in Rochester, New York.
Yeah, keeping that streak of goals. Nice to see them, you know, coming from players that we trust and being so constant for us. So yeah, it's nice to see, you know, those players keep going at it and scoring goals and maintaining the, you know, the momentum going forward.
Getting late here in the half, Zeka. How does your strategy tilt if you're Albion San Diego? Have you already made all of your final adjustments, or is there still a little bit of altering to be done?
Well, as far as, you know, the personnel, I'm not super familiar with the players, but the attitude overall.
Here's
here
a chance and deflected away on the back end. Albion still threatening. Capizzucci with the save there. Chattanooga is fired up. Bowers cut off the score.
Clear right off the line. Man, we got to be careful with you know, situations like that. San Diego with a quick break, you know, in behind. Well defended by Bowers. Was that who cleared off the line? I mean, his name wasn't mentioned too much today. I think, you know, he has had a good performance, some good passes from him in possession. Solid in the back. He also had, you know, some good long throws. So thankful to have players like that to step up in key moments for sure.
That's a showstopper. What a play by him.
Yes.
Talk about heads up. That's Cadono going around Perez. Capizzucci there. This one finds its way over the side of the field. Throw in coming from Perez and Chattanooga. Perez skying this one for Lenny Lopez. Dixon up to Alvarenga. This one finds its way over the touchline. Perez will throw in again.
I also want to mention, Gabe, a good performance by Dixon. You know, keeping consistent there in the middle, keeping everybody in line. You know, a solid performance from him today, for sure.
Taken away from Alvarenga. Albion San Diego will reset. The captain always comes through with a clutch performance for Chattanooga Football Club. Richard Dixon, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, one of my favorites. I love Richard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so consistent, you know, in that first half today. We didn't look super great, but he was one of the players who kept it, you know, everybody in line and positioning well in himself in the field. And, you know, in the second half, for me, has had a good game, and overall a pretty good performance by him, by our captain.
Here comes Albion San Diego. This is Cadono along the edge of the box, looking to the interior. Here's the delivery. Antoine battles it away, and now he'll cover. Good shot, and bringing the danger. Carry on.
Yeah, that was a good try there. The ball came in bouncing to Antoine. He put his body in front of the line, and gladly he was able to recover the rebound and catch the ball again.
Headed at a one-on-one chance. Lenny Lopez Jr. unable to beat out the defender. He goes down hard on the back end. That's Klazewski.
So my guess, Gabe, of us changing formation wasn't really the case. Capizzucci hopping in the middle. Not a whole lot of change from CFC as far as formation, just personnel really.
2-0 here in the 89th minute of play in Chattanooga, Tennessee. FIFA Plus 11 Sports, Gabriel Schrei, Zeka Fejas, and now the whistle as Lopez is turning like a top, being knifed away at by Bedoya. Albion San Diego into the middle third to Sosa. Sosa, long delivery, goes wide. Chattanooga will clear.
Yeah, CFC playing with then 4 people in the middle and 2 strikers, so on a 4-4-2 with the changing personnel. So it's light changing formation, not necessarily going with 3. So maybe Coach Rod wanted to stabilize that part of the field as San Diego is throwing more numbers forward.
This is McGrath with the kick. Headed at by Naglestad. Albion with the takeaway. We'll have 4 minutes of added time here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Carried down by Heath Martin. Martin flipped it away towards the edge of the box. McGrath. Capizzucci back to Prepelica. He skies this one towards the center circle. Mitchell teed it up. Dixon coming to bring the pressure. 2 quick passes by San Diego. Now into the box, the intercept by Anatoli. And again, the clear by the big man. Long ball, looking backside, and Antoine goes up and gathers this with both gloves. "2-0 in added time. 4 total minutes of time added. We've already seen 60 seconds of that played here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Coming up next for these 2 ball clubs, Albion San Diego battling the number 6 Savannah Clovers. They'll be along the coast, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Saturday. Right in Georgia, about 4.5 hours down the road.
Yeah, you wonder if San Diego is going to stay around this area of the country, making out to Georgia.
Makes sense to me. I'd just grab a bus and head on down there tonight.
Yeah.
Take the day off tomorrow. Get some good barbecue down there in Savannah. Here's a chance for Chattanooga. It's Perez. He loses the football.
That did not look like an offside. We can use the football lines to see, clearly that he was an offside, and the referee or the lineman didn't see that. I mean, it's just a shame. It was a good chance for CFC. Now, Perez getting involved in a little scrap there, getting a yellow. Just unnecessary things happening, but we move on.
2 minutes and change gone here at added time. Here comes Albion San Diego along the edge of the box. Stripling there defensively. Backside, close side, centered up, football is loose. Here's the shot, skying towards Antoine, who gathers this out of the air. Next up for Chattanooga Football Club, it'll be number 1 versus number 2 in NISA League play. You can watch that here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus, or join us in person. Get your tickets today, Chattanooga Football Club. Visit the website, click onto the tickets tab. Number 2, Maryland Bobcats. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff this Saturday, right here inside of Finley Stadium. And tickets to that game get you into the WPSL women's game before it as well.
Big one coming up, and what a nice Saturday to witness the girls and the guys playing at the same day. So really a good chance for everybody to watch some good soccer. So I hope we're going to have some good crowds turning up for that special occasion.
Mitchell to the backside, down into the channel, right along the wing. Here's the shot. 3 defenders there. McGrath skies this one. We've nearly run out our added time here in Chattanooga as it's 2-0. CFC looking to ride out a Wednesday evening win here in NISA League play. Skying this one, Chattanooga. Centered up. Lenny Lopez. Lopez gathers it, and time will expire. A hometown victory for Chattanooga Football Club. They remain unbeaten in NISA League play. What a season they're putting together.
Yeah, nice result at home, clean sheet, goes on the first half, which was the half we play, for me, the least amount of good football. But I take it, Going into the second half, definitely better possession, better gameplay and execution. No goals, but a good performance defensively. No, we shutting San Diego down their chances and just managing the result.
Fantastic. Zeka, any final thoughts before we break and come back Saturday with that game against the Maryland Bobcats?
No, just impressed by the professional performance today by the players, coming off a weekend on the road and home today, and then, really looking forward for that Saturday matchup against a quality Bobcats team. So that'll be a huge one, and I'm excited to be here with you, Gabe, coming up this Saturday.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait for it either, and I appreciate all the fans tuning in today, and I hope some of you will join us in person on Saturday for the doubleheader. For Chattanooga Football Club, Albion San Diego, our entire crew, as well as my partner, Zeka Fejas, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the final score is a Chattanooga Football Club victory, 2-0. This has been NISA League Soccer. All games and events airing on the 11 Sports networks and apps are streamed live and are copyright material. This has been a presentation of 11 Sports.